Bell School to place there like something like 40 kids with behavioral problems and turn them within 6 months into good kids and send them back to their schools. Are you going to go through with that plan?
Thank you for the question. That's actually one of the main things that I was updated on because the advice was still hanging. Had some issues. I've been informed about it. Actually, the Educational Care Center was one of my babies back in 2012, and a committee was established since then to create a program to assist with the then rising numbers of children who were being suspended or teachers who were unable to deal with the behaviors that they were entertaining. I see some of my original plan still there. However, not all of it, let's say. So in the interest of securing the funding for the program, because I do believe that the objective of the program is a good one, that I will progress as is, but I will add the challenges that I see with what is presently there that I miss from the original concept. So I still have to go through a discussion with the stakeholders who were busy preparing it. But in order to secure the funds, if at this time, because of the time of the year and the budget, this program was slated to start in October and has not started. So the document went backward and forward, and the funding was secured basically when we had that amendment in Parliament, or that discussion, that motion, that interesting motion back in January of 2015. But in any case, the funding for the startup of it was secured. And if we do not commit those funds before the end of the year, as well as for 2016, because apparently in some of the budget cuts that were made since October or whenever in the past few weeks or months, it touched on the continuity of this program. So that would be very difficult to start a program that meets a need, that has a very high investment, and then be unable to continue with it in 2016. Yeah. So we're busy at this time, together with the SG and all the other stakeholders, to find the best way forward in collaboration with the Finance Department and the Finance Ministry.
Okay, thank you.
So it does have my priority, but of course I will assess the aspects of the program that I think need to be upgraded. Thank you.
I was a prisoner of my fears. I was a prisoner of society's judgment of me. I've been a teacher for about 20 years, and I was a wife of a devout Christian, upstanding citizen, correctional officer, and one of the most bitter moments I can ever remember, and because of this, if you're here and you're praying, you could pray for me, because I think I'm somewhat lost where that is concerned. I remember I was a Seventh-day Adventist. We both were baptized Seventh-day Adventists, and one lunch hour we came home for lunch, and there was a petty argument, and it landed me in the wall. And I mean, it was so terrible. My kids were there, and I was like, is this happening to me? Why is this happening to me, you know? So after trying to reach out to the pastors and the elders, nobody did anything. I had to call the police. I could just get to the phone and dial the police before I was slammed again, you know? And he just jumped in the car, went back to church like everything was okay. And the police had to go to church for him. And I mean, all that ugliness. But amidst all of that, I was so ashamed, because I didn't want my students to know that, oh, her husband is beating her. I didn't want my colleagues to laugh at me and say, oh, look at her and miss this and miss that, and she's going through that. And recently, before I came here, it got to a point where I was in the hospital. I mean, I suffered a mild stroke. I'm here walking because somebody wants me to be here today. And I had to literally run from my country for my life. Had it not been for the gods that, you know, I got this opportunity to come and work here in St. Martin, maybe I would not be around today. And it reached the point where I couldn't even tell him I was leaving until I was on the other side of the world, of his world. I could say I'm no longer in Jamaica. So if you're here and you're a wife and everything is going great in your life, you're perceived to be a successful person, but because of the fear of being judged, because of the fear of being ridiculed, you suppress it, you endure it. I endured it for 12 years. But thank God I'm here no more.
It had to do with my daughter. she is fine now. But what she went through and what I had to go through seeing her as, it was just heartbreaking. And whatever I did, whatever I said, nothing. She heard nothing. But you have to keep on going. And I know, for myself, I was thinking, what can I do? I called police, she turned away police. Doesn't matter. She just wasn't ready. So I had to do the unthinkable because I know wherever I went, I know she would follow. So I did the most hardest thing a mom could do to save a child's life, is pick up my stuff and go Holland. And lo and behold, that's what saved her, because 2 months after she followed me. And ever since then, it was over. So sometimes you have to really do the unthinkable and the most difficult thing just to save your child.
Well, what we intend to do is bring awareness. And how we tend to do that is by communicating to people that what is going on in our country cannot continue anymore. How we plan to do that would be by means of radio, by means of newspaper, by means of talking to people in our community. And if need be, we will strike up a petition. If need be, we will have a demonstration, and we will call on people of St. Martin to stand up.
I think that it's infringing upon our right to freedom, and ship jumping alone by itself should not be the responsibility of the people in general, but it should be the responsibility of William Marlin himself.
Well, based on, of course, reports in the Daily Herald that we've read from two professors saying that snap elections should take place and reversing it would be just not the correct thing to do. I mean, you can ask yourself, where does the buck stop? Coming back to your question, I did speak to a lawyer, and I asked him, what do you think? And he told me, stand up for your rights. Do what you think you need to do for your country. And that's what I'm doing. So, I mean, we can speak to lawyers, we can speak to professors, we can speak to everybody that we want to speak to because we have that freedom to do so. But I think we have spoken a lot. I think the time has come for us now to act, because the people of our country, we're suffering. Everybody's suffering from the constant achoo, our government falls down. It's no more ring around the roses. It's time for serious business. It's time for the people's business. And that people's business is St. Martin.
GEBE has been faithfully serving the communities of St. Martin, powering your home and our economy. Come rain or shine, our qualified team of professionals are working hard 24 hours a day to provide you and your family with safe, reliable electricity and water. We use the latest technologies and test our products daily to maintain the highest international standards. Our friendly staff is always there to assist you, whether in person, over the phone, or online. We are committed to constantly improving our products and services, making them more efficient, effective, and environmentally friendly to serve you better today and our next generation of clients tomorrow. GEBE, powering a brighter future.
Our friend Megawati is here with tips to save you energy. 1. Turn your airco temperature up. 2. Use a ceiling fan instead. 3. Buy energy-saving products. Save some green with NVGEBE.
Anybody bingo? Nobody bingo.
Need a loan that's quick and easy. Island Finance. Up to 50,000 guineas really easy. Island Finance. For education, yes. A renovation. That's no problem. Yes, it's true. That's not all. They're quick and friendly too. Island Finance. Appliances, vacation
can afford what you crave, life just gets so good. KFC, so good for everyone.
Very happy to announce that the Lions Wally Havertong Christmas Bingo is on. As you know, the Christmas Bingo of the Lions has now been renamed to myself because of the fact that for the past 40 years I have been calling bingo for the Lions Club, and that is why they thought to honor me in this way, and I appreciate it very much. I don't really do things to be honored, but of course, if they do so, I am also happy with it. But I do it for the community at large, which I love very much. Yes, on the 5th of December this year, that is very close by now, Saturday the 5th, we'll be having our annual Christmas Bingo at the Festival Village, where, of course, as usual, we'll be having our overloaded baskets with ham, turkey, and all sorts of goodies that people can win. Also, airline tickets. We have stays at hotels, etc. And all different prices we have this year. We have more prices this year because we know that people think that it's only baskets. Of course, everybody wants to win a basket, but we also have other prizes this year that we will be raffling because we thought that so many people come out to our bingo, and we should really increase on offering them much more than just the Christmas baskets. The Christmas baskets, of course, we can only go to a limited amount, and also we must take into account that we can only play bingo during a certain time, as the permit permits us to do so. So people must not think that yes, you can increase the prices, but then you have to play so many more games, and the time span does not permit you to do so, because we may only play bingo between 8 p.m. and 1 a.m. and then we must vacate the festival village, and of course that entails cleaning up and getting everything out of the village for use the following day by the foundation. But the Christmas bingo has really and truly become something so spectacular within this community. And the Lions organized this fundraiser, which is our biggest fundraiser for the year, in order that we are able to help as many people as possible in this community through our various community projects. Of course, we know that it's not getting easier, due to the economical situation, but nevertheless, we are very grateful to all those merchants, all the companies that really sponsor us and help us in order that we can raise these funds, and we are very grateful to them, because without them, of course, we will not be able to raise the necessary funds. But the sale of tickets is going quite well, I must say. Everybody is calling in now, of course, as the date gets close, and of course the end of the month when everybody has collected, and besides going to the Black Friday and getting all the goodies out there, they want to put aside a little $10 or $20 so that they can buy their bingo tickets, and also take a chance in winning their special goodies for the Christmas time. So all in all, I must say that I'm very grateful, and I'm looking forward, as this is the first bingo that has been named after myself, and I'm looking forward to my bingo fans to come out there and to hear us call out the balls, the necessary numbers, so that you can win some beautiful prizes from the Lions, along with the usual Christmas baskets full of ham and turkey and all sorts of Christmas goodies, so that you can really have a great Christmas. And of course, on behalf of the Lions Club, I would like to wish each and every one out there, not only our bingo fans, but the entire community, a most gracious and blessed Christmas, and may the new year of 2016 really bring much prosperity, health, and strength, and many blessings for each and every one in this community of this beautiful St. Martin.
Now, I want to make sure that I understood you correctly. You said that not only will be basket prices alone, but it's going to be at a different prices. Would you want to share what those prices are?
Yes, of course. As I said, we usually have airline tickets to different parts of the world. That, of course, we will have once again. That is an addition to the baskets. And this year, we're also looking at some electronic or household items. We have sent all our Lions out there to really go there and try to find out if we can get some extra prizes, such as electronics, such as whatever it may be, a stove, a fridge, or a television, whatever, to add to the usual prices of our Christmas bingo.
The winner in the Male Athlete of the Year category is Desmond Patterson.
I'm just happy that she came up because I believe she brings grace. I just want to take this time to thank the Lord for blessing me with such a gift that I can be a great inspiration to so many with it. First of all, I want to thank my wife for her encouragement and her support, because I could not have done this sport without the backing of my wife and my children. Bodybuilding is a very difficult sport. It's a very hard labor sport. It takes a lot of you mentally, physically. It's a very expensive sport. And in so saying, I would like to also to thank all my sponsors who support me, all my friends, and all those who are putting in words of encouragement for me on Facebook. I also want to thank the organization, because to honor somebody means you respect what they do. You value what they're doing. This has touched me so much because it will inspire me to go on and go on.
It's now time to announce the Female Athlete of the Year.
Let's hear it for the women!
Now, part 2 of this final category recognizes the commitment of athletes to their individual sport with the aim to excel and achieve highly.
The winner in the Female Athlete of the Year category is Shakiba Pink.
Yes!
I am greatly humbled and honored to be the receiving this award. I did not make the journey here alone. Numerous people have supported me along the way. And I am so honored to be here tonight and grateful to be the recipient of this award. I'm especially grateful to a few amazing people whose support is the reason I'm here right now. God Almighty, my parents, stand up please.
Wonderful, wonderful.
First of all, thank God for this day, this glorious day. As we see today that sports in general is getting the shape in the direction where we want it to go. A few years back, we had some situations with St. Martin where that sport was just dormant for a while. And it took some people like Janelle Richardson, please give her a round of applause. Not only having the leadership, but to be a leader, you have to have the ability and the strategy to do this and to have a vision actually to recognize everyone here as well. Okay, so for the nominees, I would like to thank you. I honor you as well, the Somali Sport Federation.
To thank everyone who came out here to support this initiative. We much appreciate it. I know that the legends here and the athletes who have been recognized tonight really appreciate your presence and your support. I must say that this whole event was long time in the making. It was a very long time in the making. Should have happened so many years ago, but here we are, finally. So I'm happy that I was blessed enough to be here to be able to do this. I learned so much having chats with the legends. It was very interesting to hear the stories that they brought forward. Sam and Naldo, they were very receiving and inviting of us at their house when we did the video, the taping of this. Mr. Hamilton, he spoke of his home run derby with Mr. Hank Aaron. That's amazing to know that one of ours was able to hit balls with such a legend and almost win. 6-7, I think it was. And he let him win. That's the story he's telling. He let Hank Aaron win because he was gonna win. He doesn't let down. So I'm very happy for the legends who were honored here. These names were brought forward by the Baseball Association and the Little League. We also had Mr. Carlos Van Hanegem, who assisted us. Is he here? I didn't see him tonight.
It's been said that behind every door, possibility awaits. How much possibility depends on which door you open first. Every day, we help our customers discover the possibilities in their lives. It all starts with a conversation. Scotiabank. Discover what's possible.
Anybody bingo? Nobody bingo.
The concept of independence is different to the normal concept. Most people subscribe to what we call the Westphalian doctrine that was developed in 1648 after some of the European countries decided to stop conducting war against each other, and they started to develop principles about sovereignty and respect for each other's territory. In that doctrine, sovereignty is defined as having a territory, a government, a people, and also they added one other principle, and that is the supremacy of your own constitution, meaning that you should not have any other government or agency that is allowed or authorized to interfere in your national decision-making process. I believe that that theory has been thrown out of the window and has been departed from. So I do not subscribe to that theory as an option for St. Martin to become an independent state. I know in my conversations with many persons here on the island that that's the way they think independence should be. You declare yourself independent, and as of that day, no one else should have anything to tell you, and you should be allowed to do as you want and as you please. And if we look back to the Suriname experience, I think that probably was one of the lessons that we can learn. And Stanley also made a suggestion that one of the models that we can look at is, for instance, the Commonwealth model. That's one of the models I'm going to suggest just now. I have a few more that I will suggest, but that's one of the models. And in that model, the independent country, for instance, Trinidad, Barbados, St. Lucia, St. Vincent, Grenada, all of them maintain the Queen of England as the head of state and maintain a relationship with England or Great Britain as the former colonizer. I look a lot at the UN resolutions about decolonization, and in particular the UN resolution number 1541 that gives the former colony 3 options to attain a measure of independence. And that is independence itself, free association with another state, or integration in another state or the former colonizer.